Welcome once more to our possible UTM question series. Today is for physics. Now, in few minutes, I'll be talking about half-life in just few minutes. Now, first of all, I believe this is not a new word to you. If it's a new word for the first time, just pay good attention. Now, half-life, half, half means what? 1/2, right? If I say half of something, it's 1/2 of something. Now, half-life is the time required for half of a radioactive substance to decay. This is the simplest way to put it. Now, imagine if you have an element, let's say an element that is 500 gram. If I ask you, what is the value of the half-life of this element? You just basically when the element decay half, which is what 250 grams. So at 250 gram, you will get the half-life. You get so half of the what of the radioactive substance to decay. Now, please note this substance, so you can still go and do half of it again, do half of it again till eternity. So half-life does not really have a bus stop, except they tell you to stop in this place. But half-life, it does not have a bus stop. It will keep going. You divide it by two, divide it by two, divide it by two. You keep dividing, doing half of it, half of it, half of it. It does not have a final bus stop until the question tell you that okay, you have to stop here. Do you get? So half-life does not really have a final bus stop. You keep dividing it over two, keep doing half of it, half of it, half of it, till you arrive at your basically be at your destination or anywhere you are heading to. Now, before I even attend this question, I'd love to give you something you need to know. Now, this is a common formula you need to know. Calculating half-life. They can give you half-life. They can ask you to calculate. They can give you this thing. It's called this value here is called your decay constant. Your decay constant. They can give you your decay constant and they ask you to calculate the half-life. So you just do half-life is equal to what? This thing is a constant, 0.693 is a constant, you must know it. So 0.693 over what you are giving the decay constant, you get half-life direct. Sometimes they can tweak you, they can give you half-life, they can try to find your decay constant, you see invert it anyhow. So this one direct one I need to know calculating half-life. Now, another one you need to know is that half-life is equal to what? T over n. Your t is your time taken. Your n is your number of half-life. Now, please note, there are two basic difference between number of half-life and half-life itself. There are two differences. Now, half-life is just doing half of the element. But now, number of half-life is the number of times you did that half. Don't worry. Once I explain this question, you will now get why the two of them are different. But before I proceed now, I just know that half-life is equal to T1. So if you have your number of the time taken and number of half-life, you can get your half-life properly. Now let's take this question now. This is a pattern question. It said a sample of iodine 131 had a mass of 40 grams. After being left for 32 days, the sample had a mass of 2.5 grams. Calculate the half-life in days of the what? Iodine 131. Very, very cheap now. First of all, this is the element iodine, right? Now, it has a mass of 40 grams. So this is the what? This is the initial mass, right? This is the initial mass, 40 what? Gram. I told you, what is half-life? Half-life is just simply the time required for half of the substance to decay. So if you go and do the first half-life, half of 40 is what? Is 20. So this is the first half-life. Now, this is that I told you that. Don't forget I told you that this one now it does not have a particular bus stop. You keep dividing by two. You keep doing half of it, depending on where they ask you to stop in the question. I told you. You can start on maybe 1,000 gram. Keep dividing till eternity. But please note, you will stop on where the question instructs you to stop or what the value to give. Now, in this question, now, they gave you after being left for 32 days, the sample had a mass of this. Calculate the half-life. Now, this was the mass that you are like was basically given that stopped once this 40 gram had already what been what dissociated. So this is like the final mass you must get once you keep dividing. This is where you will stop basically. Had it been they not give this mass, You keep dividing till eternity. But what of this mass? You must stop there. Now, the first half-life, 40 gram, half of it is what 20. You will do half again. Half of 20 is what 10. This is the second half-life. You will do half of 10 again, which is 5 gram. You now do half of 5 is now what 2.5 gram. This was the mass that was what given. So you are stopping here. Had it been this one was not there, you will keep doing half of it till eternity. You no bus stop. But because they gave you this, you have to stop here. So at the end of the day, you stopped here. Now, after doing it, how many times did you divide it by half? Like how many times did you keep doing half? It's 4 times. First half life, second half life, third half life, fourth half life. So you divided this element 4 times. That 4 is what I told you is the number of half life now. So you divided what 4 times? 4 times. This 4 times is what is the 4n number of half life. Now that's to what calculate the half life of what of the iodine. Now half life is equal to what T over n, right? Now your T is your time taken. It can be in hours, seconds, or even days. Okay. Now they give you 32 days. After 32 days, so after 32 days, this is what the date that was given 32 days. So T is your 32. Then your n that you got here is what is 4. N is your number of half life. How many times did you divide it by 2? How many times did you keep doing half? So it's 4 times. So 32 over what 4 is what 8 days. So this 8 days is what is the half life of the element. Please note, never you mistake this one as half life. This is just the number of times we are doing half. You get 2. This 32 is the day is given, which was 32. The n is what is your number of half life, which you got at 4 times. So 32 over 4 is what 8 days. So 8 days is what is half life of what of iodine. In case you are giving, I told you don't forget this formula, very important. Half life equals to what 0.693 over decay constant. This is decay constant. Imagine now they now ask you to find your decay constant from this question. They ask you to calculate the decay constant of this iodine. What you do is that since you have gotten your half life, just input it here. You now multiply, then your decay constant is what 0.693 over half life. So 0.693 over 8, you get your decay constant of what of the iodine 131. So I believe this is clear. So if you gained a lot in this video, do well to share the video and subscribe to the channel to get more updates. I'll see you in my next clip. Bye for now.